All right, what's up, guys? How's it going? I know you were all waiting with bated breath, just like me, for this, but my Vinegar Syndrome package has finally arrived, so the wait is over, and it's the biggest order I've ever made from Vinegar Syndrome, and I'm pretty stoked about it because this sale was awesome. It was like if a bunch of Vinegar Syndrome titles wound up in a bargain bin at Walmart somehow with that 10 for 10 sale. So, yeah, awesome sale. Got a lot of juicy shit. Let's get into it. All right. Let me organize things a little bit. Man, there's so much shit here. Individually wrapped. All right, we'll start with this stack, I guess. And I'm going to try to order it as I go because some of these kind of go together. Like that one. First off, we got TC 2000, which, you know, Billy Blanks, Bolo Young. I remember seeing this a lot in video stores when I was a kid. I don't know if I ever saw it. It's got a sweet, like, bottom loading hard box, which is freaking awesome. And I'm pretty sure at this point, this is out of print. Very sexy release and probably pretty entertaining. I don't know if you've seen it, let me know. God, look at that though. That is so sexy. I don't know if you can see the, yeah, there you go. The shiny title. And then there's the original cover art. Even sexier, I'd almost say. The next one I picked up is Tragedy Girls. Also with a thick ass slipcover and some glossies on the eyeballs. Pretty good movie from what I remember. Kind of like a slasher about two really vapid high school girls. Definitely worth picking up for $10, especially since I didn't own it any other way. But definitely something I wouldn't have bought under normal circumstances. I probably would have looked for a much cheaper like DVD copy. But yeah, Tragedy Girls. Then we got Detention, which I guess is a Asian horror release, something I've never heard of. But I was told that it was pretty good if you're into Asian horror, which I'm not super into Asian horror. Or J-horror, whatever you call it. I don't even know if this is it's Taiwanese. But still, Asian horror. Definitely worth checking out. I heard it's a slow burn, but I like that from time to time. Next is Schoolgirl Screamers, a Trauma classic. Man, these slipcovers are just next level, thick, sturdy. I love Vinegar Syndrome. But yeah, Girls School Screamers. I'm sorry about that. Girls School Screamers. Sweet cover art there. Glossy slip cover. Good stuff. And The Grave. This was one of the late sale, like, impulse buys. Another bottom loading, like, hard box, dude. God. So good. But yeah, this is a blind buy. I don't know anything about it. I'm trusting the Vinegar Syndrome gods with this one. For $10, you can't beat it. More glossies. Not the greatest cover art, but I mean, it can't all be bangers, right? That would make the good ones special. Next up is a USA Up All Night classic, Surf 2. We got some glossies. Oh yeah, we got some glossies on that. Another thick hard box with freaking amazing cover art. So rad. I'm very excited to watch this one. Got a little booty on the back. Crazy movie concept, kind of ahead of its time. It was Surf 2. I think it was subtitled The End of the Trilogy, which is like, there was no Surf 1. There's no trilogy. It's just like the title itself is kind of a joke on franchises. I know it's about like some surfer dudes who drink a soft drink called Buzz Cola, which turns them into like punk rock zombies. Right up my alley. More of a comedy probably than a horror movie, but still good stuff. Still good stuff. Next is Christopher Lambert's Resurrection. Not that he made the film. He's the star, of course. Pretty sick cover art. Pretty graphic cover art. Another sweet hard box. With glossies. I'm probably going to stop saying it and just start showing you on each one. This is like a late 90s kind of crime, 12 Monkeys 7 kind of thing, right? Oh, it says a 90s cop action murder mystery gruesome slasher. That is a hell of a genre mix-up. I don't know if I saw this. Another kind of blind buy, but for $10, I mean, you got to get it, right? Next is Creature. Sweet, thick cover art. This is supposed to be a practical effects heavy movie with some really good stuff in it. I almost feel like I knew the practical effects artist, and that's one of the reasons I grabbed it. Yeah, Doug Bestwick from Tix did this. If you show me a film with special effects by Doug Bestwick, I'm gonna watch it. This is no exception. But another one I haven't seen. There's a lot of those. Just, again, trusting Vinegar Syndrome, which I think a lot of people would act like is not a good idea, but I trust them. They've built up my trust over the years. All right. Next is Alien from LA. Can't catch the glossy on that one. This is another kind of, I believe they showed this on USA Up All Night. I know it was on cable, like steady rotation a lot. Kathy Ireland. Not really super sleazy, not a horror movie. Just a straight up comedy, like almost starts off like a teen beach comedy where Kathy Ireland plays like an extremely ditzy beach girl, but then kind of turns into like a Alice in Wonderland or Wizard of Oz kind of thing, set in like an underground society. Again, for $10, you can't beat it, especially with what you're getting. Next, another Trauma classic, Blades. Glossy on that one. This is, from what I understand, a Jaws ripoff about a killer lawnmower. And I mean, how can that not be awesome? But another one I missed back in the day. I don't even remember ever seeing this. I don't know what year was it made. 88. I guess this is just one that my video stores just happen to not have. So I haven't seen this, but I'll almost guarantee I'll enjoy it because it's Trauma and it's a Jaws ripoff about a killer lawnmower. It's a sure thing. This is one of the most exciting for me. Steel and Lace. Sick, minimalist slipcover. Got the secondary art back here. This is basically an early 90s Terminator, like rape revenge kind of movie about a chick who gets turned into a robot and then comes back for revenge. Looks right up my alley, and I cannot wait to watch this bitch. So yeah, Still in Lace. We're getting closer to the end here. Next up is Extro 3. No slipcover on this one, but that's okay. I mean, I got a lot of these with slipcovers. Some I'm kind of surprised still had slipcovers available. So getting a few without them for that price, again, especially $10, can't beat it. This one didn't though. This is, of course, the third installment of the Extro franchise. Haven't seen it. Looks like it's got a pretty cool practical alien back there. Should be pretty fun. I probably need to go see the second one too before that, but I don't know. Is it like deep lore continuity where I need to watch all three in order? All right, second to last. I'm saving the last one because it is not a 10 for 10. It's a new release. But the last thing I picked up from the 10 for 10 was basically the Cursed Objects quadrilogy of the Amityville horror franchise. No cool box. But man, I'm telling you, I held off on buying these for so long. Every sale, I toyed with the idea of finally just getting them. And luckily I didn't, because all four of them ended up on the 10 for 10 sale. You've got A New Generation, which is a 90s banger. You've got 1992, It's About Time, which is a banger. You've got Amityville Dollhouse, which is probably the best Amityville movie in the franchise, in my humble opinion. Though I don't think everybody would feel that way. I'm sure there are a lot of people who do. 90s banger. And The Evil Escapes. This is the one I haven't seen. I think this is the first of the like Cursed Objects lot. Because basically, if you don't know, I'll just tell you, like, all of these movies came after 3, and they're kind of like, I've talked about this in another video. Cursed objects from the house going out into the world and causing hauntings. This one, I believe, is a lamp. This one is a dollhouse, naturally. This one is a clock, naturally. And this one is a mirror. And the 3 I've seen, I mean, they're all fun, campy, kind of direct-to-video, cheese from the 90s. And I'm assuming The Evil Escapes is no different. And waiting paid off, because I got them all for $10 a piece, as opposed to the like 60 or 70 and up you would have paid outside of that 10 for 10. So sometimes waiting is a good thing. And last, the finale. The only thing I got outside of the 10 for 10 sale, of course, is From Beyond. This is one I think everybody knows. This is Stuart Gordon, Brian Usna, Charles Band, Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton. This is one of my favorite 80s movies. If I really thought about it, maybe. I mean, definitely in the top, like, 20 of horror movies. Practical effects master, Jean-Carl Buechler, doing the effects. If you've ever seen purple and pink lighting in a Lovecraft movie, this is where that started. I would presume, anyway. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that. I'm pretty sure that's where the aesthetic came from, right? I mean, other than maybe just actually reading the Lovecraft books and decoding that, like, the color they were describing was close to purple or whatever. I think I've heard people say that. But as far as movie lighting wise, great practical effects in this movie. Great performances all around. Ken Foree's in it too. And this is one of the movies that I will go out on a limb and say is going to look amazing on 4K. And I can't wait. This is like the heyday of Empire Pictures. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. I was very excited when they released the news that Vinegar Syndrome was getting this. Cool cover art too. It's a little busy. Vinegar Syndrome stuff is kind of a little busy sometimes. And I probably will swap this out to the original cover art. But very cool nonetheless. And yeah, that was the haul. I hope it stood up to all the expectations. It did for me. I'm very excited to get all of this. Just stacks of movies at such a ridiculous price. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And until next time.